still so much CC going down. Shark Guy is nearly dead. Lopachinski putting in work, but that's a huge volley bear ultimate there. And Wesley and Shield, they clean up the fight. Blaze, he's trying to make the solo play, looking for that upper 90, grabbing to make a fall through, puts it low and gets the goal. And so that will be the Condors.
Angle going, working out the flash. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, all down at once right at the start of the round.
That was
Condors.
probably the quickest round.
Conestoga College is setting the stage for a new era in gaming. In 2025, we're opening a state-of-the-art esports venue, a premier facility for high-performing gamers in Canada.
In this 10,000 square foot facility, we're putting you in the center of the action. The facility will have 50 top-tier PC stations, 5 console stations, immersive VR stations, a team operations room, a full production suite, and a premier competition stage.
Esports is a rapidly evolving industry with global viewership of 532 million in 2022. This initiative goes beyond esports. It's also a platform for forging bonds, making memories, and creating connections.
Since 2020, Condors Esports continues to evolve, providing industry-leading facilities and experiences to the esports community.
Conestoga's esports venue expresses a sustainable and intentional future to compete, play, and work, all powered by gaming.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Conestoga College. We're watching some Condors Esports. I'm Leaf, and sitting along beside me is Mr. O'Heck. And today, we're going for another double whammy. It's Call of Duty and then League of Legends.
Here we are, double whammy once again. We've been having a little bit more of just single titles a few nights, but I love it when we see, both games, multiple teams playing at the same time. That's what we got going on, like you just said.
Right. If we ever have to look at League of Legends, you're the expert. I am going to sit here and ask you really stupid questions.
I know things. I am the knowledge man here.
But first off, our focus, of course, is going to be Call of Duty.
Yep.
Unless, of course, we have issues because the game updates every single Wednesday.
Oh, is it every single Wednesday?
It's Wednesday.
I
they
thought
just
we
had
were
a 14. No, they had a 14 gig update just before this.
I thought we were just like inconvenient. It was actually set to Wednesdays. Okay.
That's when it goes. But we got to talk about the players hitting the field today because a little bit different. We have 2 subs sitting in here. Of course, against Savvy. We saw him last week.
Yep.
He's stepping in. The other one we lost, I want to say, is J-Ray because he missed his bus.
I've heard a lot of that recently between multiple people here at the hubs that the bus are, just flying away or not able to catch them in time. So, yeah, no J-Ray tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah, no J-Ray tonight.
We get to see a new player we haven't experienced before, Taylor MC, so it's going to be interesting.
No, this will be fun because we know that this squad is really good at stomping their opponents in the league they're in. So I'm intrigued to see if that's going to continue today because obviously things change when you got to throw some subs in.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Just the team comp goes differently. Maybe they have different play styles. They have to adapt to each other, change how things work. So it's going to be interesting. We have seen good stuff. Like you said, Savvy's been playing with them a good amount recently. And he's been doing good. We've seen a good few games with him. Right. So I'm confident in him doing good.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, he was going off the other day. I mean, we saw it with J-Ray and Savvy kind of being those roamers, too.
Yep.
And it was oftentimes Dremo that was kind of being that anchor for the squad. So we'll see today. But we have our maps on screen here. Hardpoint, Search and Destroy Control as per usual in that order. And we have Skid Row this time starting us off with Invasion right after that. And then Karachi. Karachi we've seen them do pretty well on.
A double Karachi whammy.
They've said they don't. They said they don't like Karachi, and then we got another.
We got it twice.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, that was our map 5 last week as well.
It was,
and we didn't have to get to that because we ended in a 3-0. So that seems to be their motivation. Don't get to go to the second Karachi by
they
just
got to deal with the
3-0
first Karachi.
Yeah, they still have to deal with the first one. That's on Control though, and we've often seen them do really well on Control.
Yes.
S&D can always be that map where it can go back and forth. If you got a team that knows how to use their weapons right, S&D can be a little bit closer. We saw it last week with the Bulldogs, right?
Yeah.
That it was a little closer on that map. But when it comes to having those respawns and controlling your spawn points, that's where Conestoga tends to excel.
100%. We've seen it on Control, like you're saying last week. I like how you look at the map and you see this sort of like corral the enemy team into a corner, and they force them to spawn in that spot. And they go for more of an aggressive play style. They force those lives down. They don't even care about the objectives. They're just out for blood.
And honestly, that's all you really need if you're playing Control too.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't really need the objectives. Just go for lives. Now, we did see them go for objectives last week because let's get it over with. There's no point in spending more time going for lives, but you can win it that way.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
So.
And I getting some information in. We have an interview coming
up.
up.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go talk. I think it's Coach, Mr. Coach, standing by with Megan.
Hello, welcome. I'm with Eric, the coach of the Call of Duty team tonight.
Hey, how's it going?
So you have 2 subs today. Could you tell me what's up with that?
Yeah, so we've had some moving parts all semester. Savvy, one of our substitutes from our academy teams, played pretty well every game this semester because we have a player with a medical condition. He has a problem with his back, which doesn't allow him to sit for a long time. We're hoping that Shaco recovers soon, but today we also had a player who had some transportation issues, and so because of that, we had a last-second substitute for one of our academy players as well, Taylor. He's a veteran. He's the captain of our academy team, so I'm not too concerned. I think he'll slot in pretty well, and we're still confident.
Okay, that's pretty good. Transportation issues. What do you mean transportation issues?
He has to take a couple buses to get here. The first bus didn't show up in time, which caused him to miss his second bus. The next one didn't come for another hour. So
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, he was going to be about 20 minutes late.
He needs an Alfred. An Alfred and a Batmobile. So will your team be working slightly different than when it normally does?
We're next man up mentality all the time. Sometimes when we practice, we have to sub people in, like we've been doing it with Savvy all year, and so I'm not really concerned. Taylor sits and watches a lot of our practices.
Okay.
And we really try and immerse our academy team as much as possible, so I don't think it's going to change our play style all that much.
Okay, that's pretty good. So how do you approach this situation as a coach, with all these moving parts? You probably you've already sort of answered that, but let's go more in depth.
I got to stay positive about it. Right away, I had a contingency plan. I knew that Taylor was coming for our academy match, so we never panicked. We talked about. We talked with some of our other players about maybe the freedom that it would give them, such as Frizzy, who's maybe a more mobile player, and we've told him, well, if Taylor's not as comfortable in this role, maybe we can open you up a little more and let him play a little bit of a stiffer AR-type player today. So, we did maybe make a few little tweaks, but I think at the end of the day, it's COD. It's a fluid game. We play it all the time. We can't do too much. You just got to shoot your gun and be confident.
Well, your team's to be doing very well this season. I think you remember telling me you were at a 4-0 lead. Yeah. Do you think your season will keep going in your favor?
Yeah. I think we're going to stay positive. I think that we're confident today. We're hoping that we can still pull out with a win regardless of circumstance. There's no moping, no complaining about who's playing, whatever. The guys that are here are ready to play, and so I think we're going to go get them today for sure.
Okay, thank you so much for this interview. Back to you guys.
Yeah, it's a few good tidbits out of that, to be honest. Yeah. One, we do need Jay Ray. We need to get him a driver, chauffeur.
100%.
Sure
maybe a nice limo.
Yeah, a whole limo, Jay Ray. You get a whole limo, bud. Yeah, no, because he was again one of those players that was kind of roaming around and popping off. And it was interesting hearing. I heard a kind of an audible from you there when he mentioned, it might be that Frizzy
Yes.
ends up being that roamer.
Yes, and it's going to be interesting to see that switch up, but they seem, especially with Coach right now, is there's a lot of confidence in how these guys are going to play tonight. Even with these, a few issues of players not being able to show up and the team's going to have a bit of a mix-up. With these subs in, he seems happy about it, no complaints, nothing at all, and he's ready to see these guys show off what they got.
Yeah, I think that's the important thing. It's something that comes behind, I think, Call of Duty players in general, is there's always just a level of excitement to just go, let's just get it. Like there's a bit more hype level sometimes to players in an esport like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That I'm not surprised to see the players that are in today being the ones saying, oh, let's just get it. Let's go. Let's get out there and get it.
Yeah. Get that adrenaline going.
Let's
get playing.
That's what they do. I mean, it's it's very much. I mean, that and Halo always had kind of the bro sports kind of vibe to a lot of it, and I feel like there is truth to it. It is a very active game.
Yes.
I mean, we're going to go in there. It's high burst. Like it's just energy.
Going.
All right, next map. Energy. Next map. And
until
the
we get
players
to S&D though.
S&D we just
kind of slows it down.
Right. Yeah.
But it's still pretty quick.
Right.
To be honest, like we always think that like S&D is going to change it up, slow it down, but it's still lots of speed and action.
Right.
Speaking of action,
we got our first map here.
Man.
We'll see how Uni of North Carolina is going to deal with Condors Esports.
All right, we're already starting, like we said, on Skid Row right now. Hard point. Drema with the first blood getting in there. Condors pushing away and trying to get this hard point. It's contested right now. North Carolina is putting a bit of a fight. Condors finally get control over it and are just holding it down for a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't really look, to be honest, like right now North Carolina had a lot of, I guess, guidance of what they needed to do right off the map. And we have one of our players, Nailid, is having trouble getting out of the corner over there. I think he's finally joining a squad, but it does seem like Uni of North Carolina has not had the best bit of strategy to start off their map.
Yeah, this is a very, I don't know, the map presence isn't quite there. Like we are just saying about Nail, he's not quite moving. He's just waiting for the next hard point.
Which is very interesting because you know how fast Condors like to rotate to the next point. It's an interesting strat for sure. We'll see how it works.
Yeah, it's just quickly giving up that point. Condors had it for about 30 seconds, and Carolina's like, already just, let's not put too many resources in it and just kind of let them get their points.
This is something that Condors have talked about too, that this second hard point is one of those ones that once you have it locked down is very easy to hold on to.
Yes.
You can get it locked down. So that might be their strat to keep up close. And I mean, it's working so far.
And yeah, with that height they got up there, just that perfect positioning to watch out any attackers coming in to try and retake this point. That's probably just the win con that North Carolina is going to go for here. But Condors pushing their way in, getting a few kills, clearing them out in this garage. Be able to turn around here, collapse on this final Carolina player. And there you have it. Points under Condors' control.
Massive. We've seen Dremo again getting the kills he needed to. Almost lost it on that point there, but Frizzy, we talked about being that roamer, is doing exactly that. He gets dropped, but it's Savvy topping the leaderboard for the squad.
Okay. Like to see it. Savvy has been putting up those kill numbers recently. Definitely been performing well, especially because he's been subbed in, just trying to change up a little bit of what's going on in the team. So it's good to see. Right now, Condors already nice and early on these points.
Yep.
It seems that just giving up control really like about halfway through the point going is the game plan for both of these teams so far.
Oh, but look at this roam right now. Savvy is all around that outside, around mid. He's trying to shut down any of those two advancing players from North Carolina that are trying to get onto that hard point. And now the strat, I'm kind of curious, might not have been working for North Carolina. They're close to point now, but two left on point, dropping one, and they can't get the other one still. We have Dremel on point, taking down everyone's in the alley.
Yeah, it seems that Carolina was just able to build up a nice good attack there. They got all their players in that alley and able to push onto site with a lot of firepower, flush the Condors out, taking control. We're going to have to see how Conestoga is going to retake this.
Nice, good kill there as they try to go for retake. It looks like they might be going for next point now. At this point, I think we're going to get a couple of how many times am I going to say point in 1 second here? Points on the board for North Carolina, a little bit closer on the scoreboard. We're looking at 86 to 54.
I was talking about that last week with you. Remember, we got to keep counting how many times we say point per game. And hard point, yeah, you say it a lot. Comes out. Right now, you can see hard points about to switch over there. And Conestoga's already made their way over. They just let Taylor on his own get a few more points in and give them a bit more of an advantage while the rest of his team is ready to hold it down.
I love how Dremel's holding courtyard here. This is absolutely wonderful. Look at this. Kill after kill. Ooh. And again, the squad making sure that hard point is locked down.
Oh yeah, right now Conestoga's got a nice good hold on it. They aren't going too much for the hunting strat anymore. It seems that against North Carolina right now, they're forced to play a bit more defensive.
Oh, there, the convergence now for North Carolina on point. It is contested. And 2 kills. Frizzy lights him up, says, good night. This is our point. Get off.
Yeah, he's just nice and prone down right there. Got some good angles off and got supported by Taylor down the alleyway. Right now, they got a real nice hold going. A lot of points gained on this. They haven't given up any moment of access to North Carolina.
Right, even on the contention, not a single point gain for North Carolina. Carolina will be looking to that second point. The rotate already out, and you see even at mid, North Carolina's trying to get on that point. They've only been able to lock down that second point so far.
We've been seeing a lot of good group ups from Carolina, though. You got to give them that. They've been able to get their team together even after a few kills going after them, and they're regrouping really efficiently against the Condors right now.
Oh, double kill there. It's Taylor going to be getting a 2-piece. 3 on the board maybe, and there's the 4th for Frizzy, and they're going to lock down that spot again.
It's just right now, like I was saying about those group ups, they're doing good, but they're just not able to get the firepower out in time against the Condors to get those kills and prevent any action being put against them.
Trophy's out. They're ready to lock down. Take the corner right in the crotch. Good night. That one hurt. And the others take the corner, but caught out. Climbing dumpster. Savvy gets dropped. We'll see how this push happens. They're going to get a couple points now for North Carolina on the board.
Yeah, pretty good push they got going in there. Good shots off. Good angles. They're just peeking at the same time. Communication is coming up from North Carolina right now. See, Condors going to have to get a bit of a good regroup here. Stuck up in the apartments. Going to have to push out real soon because they're losing valuable points. Unless, no, they're just going to get us set up and ready here. I believe this is the next. Yep, hardpoint swap over.
Look how fast North Carolina is pushing onto that, though. They know that they need to be a lot quicker to these next points.
Yeah, that's the name of the game, is definitely speed right now and getting ready for the next point to come up. Even when there's like about 30, 20 seconds left on the active point, you see both teams start spreading out and getting ready to attack the next one.
Nice. Good kill there. Lockdown. Watch out this little roamer here. Beanie is trying to get into the slot and get on that point, but doing it solo might not have been the best call. And the rest of the squad is going to hang back a little bit, as again, I think we see Seymour trying to hang out by that next point.
Yeah, it's already just with, like I said, about 30 seconds, 20 seconds left on the clock. They want to get an advantage already in the next spot, get it locked down in their favor, just letting Condors just rack up a few more points and give them a better chance at possibly getting the lead in this match.
Honestly, it's a pretty smart play from North Carolina, at least for this point specifically. What they're doing is locking down the spawns on that bottom right of the map for the Condors, so that it is very difficult for them to try to get to that second point on this rotate through on the points before North Carolina does. So good plays, honestly, from North Carolina on that point specifically.
Yes, you're going to see Condors right now get a nice stack up all the way past in construction yard. And, they're getting a few kills out. Able to get them off the point. No, income of points coming in. Whew, saying it so much.
It's starting to mean nothing to me.
Yeah.
They are going to be able to squeak their way in there. Let's see, on point, if we're going to get a kill, not quite. Log is going to hold down that second point. And I think for the Condors now, with 30 seconds left, they still want to move in. There's going to be one drop. Dremel, let's see what you got. Take the point, and he's got to watch. Someone is going to creep up from stairs. Watch your back.
Conestoga could get the victory here, though. They're getting closer and closer to that 250. North Carolina cannot give this one up. They have to stop them from getting the winning victory amount of points. It's going to be close. Going to see it. Oh, it might swap. Maybe it'll swap over before they get enough, actually.
Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, now because the Condors tried to get that last point, and it got completely dominated by North Carolina. So good shout to them in that gunfight right there. The Condors will have to find a way to sneak in.
Oh, yeah, but they don't need to hold it for that long. They only need 9 more points, and they take this first round. They're going to get close, trying to make their way in through apartments.
One more kill, and they got
nice attack. Yes. Oh, but there's 2 more around the side, and Log just holding down that side of the point perfectly for Carolina.
That's a really fun spot to hold on. To be honest, I love hanging out in those alleyways. You can get quite a big kill streak sometimes if you hold the right angle.
Conestoga's just struggling a little bit to get on here. They did manage to get 6 points in.
Yeah.
So they're getting closer and closer, but Carolina is slowly building their way back up.
They are, but at this point with 3 points left to get on the board, they only just have to play for next point.
Yes.
And they'll be fine. And this is it. Point's going to lock in 8 seconds here. They have 2 pushing, so they have to watch their flank, but they might be able to hold it. Trophy down, but not the right call. That actually will be Log getting Savvy and Frizzy off the board. They'll move in for that point. There's still 100 points they need to get past that to be able to surpass the Condors. But this might be that final push. Look, all 3 moving in, 1 down. The second one is trying to be dropped. If they move it together, no. we're going to see Savvy off the board.
They just kind of split up a bit there. I don't know what happened. They had a good push going, good peeking at the same time, and then they just split off separate ways and got picked off one by one.
Yeah, this is interesting because the question is, do we start moving for next point? No, this is a lot of points on the board for North Carolina. We need to get on, and there it is. Condors
they just snuck it in.
Managed to sneak their way in. Map win 1, but hey, not a bad fight from North Carolina. I was interested at the strat. They clearly wanted that second point, and it clearly helped them.
Oh, yeah. They were definitely getting ready for just the next point coming up, and they were rotating quick to it, and that gave them a good amount of momentum to try and catch up. It was getting close there at the end.
Right.
I will admit.
Yeah, no, it was honestly an interesting strat.
Yes.
That is for sure. I want to question. There's a caster I know named Seymour, and I doubt this is him. But it would just be interesting that there's 2 people I've now seen in esports named Seymour.
Like the way it's spelled?
It's just, the letter C and the last name Moore, which is my last name.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Forgot about that. Yeah. I was wondering as well, they have the player Nailed on their team, and I think I saw them yesterday in Valorant, that player.
Yeah, both the teams?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting because one is a controller game and the other is, there's no way that they're playing on
I know
KVM.
that. I've seen that name recently. 100%. I'm going to have to look that up soon.
That'd actually be very interesting. But hey, you know what time of the day it is?
Oh no, what time is it?
Time checking the League of Legends.
Oh, no.
Why did you? I thought that was your game.
No, let's take a look at what's going on. We got game 1 already. Conestoga up against Bradley University, and what a horrible time to check in. Or no, good time.
This is great.
No,
what are you
they're
talking
on the
about?
other side. I read the names
I know
wrong.
that.
I read the names wrong. Apologize. What a good time to check in. I was still processing everything, who's tower diving who there?
Yeah, that's fair.
Conestoga right now up a 3-kill lead because of that play we just saw. Take a look at the scoreboard here. We're going to see Lopuszinski. There you have it. He's the one you want to have the kills right now. He's playing the ADC bot lane. He's on Ashe and getting that damage stacked up through those items already. Having that Kraken Slayer in the inventory is huge for Conestoga.
I'm very happy for that because the only character I ever played was Ashe as ADC. Yeah.
There you go.
He's my guy right now.
Slow with the bow. And we've seen it a lot recently where Conestoga has been giving that item advantage and that damage, of course, to Lopuszinski, getting him to build up those items and just be able to carry out the game with that. That's what you do is the ADC needs the money to get the damage going. Right. And they've been winning a lot of games recently because they've been giving him that edge.
No, that's great. I guess it is hard, though. I mean, that's a play. What does he usually play? I thought, because I know he's roamed around, but I thought you said ADC wasn't his.
He's been through a lot of roles. On the
I know.
We've seen him in jungle. We've seen him in mid. Seen him support. But it seems as of recently, especially last semester and this semester, he's been locked down in the ADC or the bot laner category.
Right.
I keep saying ADC, but of course that means bot lane as well. And he's been doing real good there. He's been putting out good performances for the Condors, and it seems the team comp they have going, especially with so many changes they've gone through recently with the Condors League of Legends teams, is real nice. Good flash put out mid there. Nice roam coming in from Karami, just getting a good advantage over into the hands of Ricky. You see Lazaro is in a bad matchup here against the Gwen up top. He's going to go all out, but the needles are coming out from the opposite top laner for Bradley University. He's going to get close. He does not continue going all out. Puts away the Omnivamp in the AD in exchange for more resistances, but it wasn't enough, and he gets taken down up in top lane. Like I just said, hard matchup because he's playing a tank character, and Gwen is a tank shredder. Lots of lifesteal, a lot of max health damage to deal with. It's not good to play Cassante against. So he just wants to play a bit more passive from now on, most likely, and wait out his time for a team fight to come up. Bob with a good flank around behind. They know they already got the flash out on this mid laner. Ricky's there as well, getting a good root off. Getting the kill finalized. Conestoga getting another one under their belt.
I mean, I feel like that's absolutely huge to be getting these these kills this early on. Like
10 minutes in, it's really nice. Especially when you have a bit more of an early game jungler that Bob is on right now, the Xin Zhao. He doesn't scale too well.
Right.
And on the other side of the team, you see the enemy jungler for Bradley University is Viego. He does nothing but scale. A fun fact about him is if he kills an enemy, he can turn into them for a few seconds and use their abilities. Whoa. Yeah, he's crazy. He had a lot of bugs.
Does he get their ults as well?
No. Oh. That's the only thing he doesn't get because it's replaced by his ult.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so he ults and then he turns out of their bodies
Okay.
So he's fun. I play him a lot.
Sorry, is that only an ult then, or is it like this anytime he kills someone?
Anytime, it's his passive. Anytime he kills someone from level 1. Yeah, crazy character.
The
Crazy.
chameleon.
A lot of controversy from that guy. But he's settled out now. It's been a few years since he came out.
Okay, I hope so, if it's been that long.
yeah.
But we are
a lot of interesting decisions from Riot Games of recent.
Gonna rock on back over to Call of Duty. As you can see, our teams are getting in. We'll check in with League of Legends in a little bit again. Those games are a little bit longer, so we'll have time to check into that. But we have map 2 as we sit down on Invasion.
Oh, yeah. We've seen some funny stuff happen on Invasion here on Search and Destroy, especially with these tanks.
Right.
It's been real interesting because you get those explosives, multi-kills off. We're already seeing Frizzy's getting up close and personal, playing aggressive.
You wanted that.
Yeah, he traded out 1.
Yeah, this is interesting. Again, with S&D, I mean, everyone knows how it works. You only get 1 life each round. So playing that risky push on S&D was very interesting from Frizzy. Got the 1, got greedy for the second, and got double teamed on the way out. Nice. Good sneak from Savvy. He loves to roam around. Second one for Savvy, and that's going to be 2 off the board.
Wow,
he's the last one. Yeah, he's got Nalid on the other side of the field. That's a 1v1.
Oh, let's see. Does he have the bomb? He has to try and get it. Savvy holding it down. He knows where it is. He killed the bomb carrier. He sees him behind, but he's waiting. Trigger discipline is good. He knows he doesn't have a clear shot just yet. I like it. I like to see you don't want to give up your position too quickly because he doesn't know where he is. Oh.
Yeah, he knows he's probably. I don't think he knew he went to. I would say he's probably not going to rotate A. Oh, he doesn't know it's a B. Now he will, but yeah, that's an unfortunate pick on where it is. But he might get himself in a better position now, being able to rotate through mid. It's going to be interesting trying to move through this tight alley, though, if he tries to take this pick. Yeah, that's.
Oh, he's going to push up
hard
through.
hold.
The trophy is down for Nailed. Let's see. Oh, he does get a flash out. It does connect. He knows where he is. He sees him over there. He's trying to get in a good spot. Just weaving around. He's behind the...
Oh, no! That was a good hold there from Nalid.
Yeah.
Uni of North Carolina grabbing 1 win on the board. You see some smiles from the team. It was interesting. You saw a lot of juking going on.
A lot of good movement.
Behind the excavator. Yeah, it was very, very... fun to watch, and I think that's why they're laughing, that he was juking left and right and not getting a single hit on. So we'll see how it handles. Again, Frizzy, we got to call out Frizzy. Had a bit of an aggressive push early on.
Yes.
Savvy was about to clutch it up, almost soloing through the whole thing. So if we can keep 1 extra player alive at the beginning of the map, that'll be very helpful.
We are switching over to the attack side now. You can see how Conestoga gets the offensive going. Going to get more pressure mid here. Going to have to look out. A lot of utility coming down that left side lane, eliminating Taylor before he can get anything done. Conestoga now down 1 player, 3v4. Might want to rotate around and go for this A-site push instead.
Yeah. Looks like that's what they're going to do, but they take mid by tank instead, and it's an odd decision. Bomb holding mid in case they need to make that split and rotate over to B. And actually, they might have a smart move. They're going to draw North Carolina down to A site and see if they can sneak in through B, but they're going to take the wrong route, it looks like.
Yeah, Dremo's just hanging back, waiting for his moment to strike. He's getting in there a little bit closer, but he doesn't want to make his presence known too early. The rest of his team's coming up, and they seems like they know that North Carolina's aggressive in here. Oh, Sav, you got to look out. Too close to call, but he gets eliminated. Conestoga right now, 2v3. Only 30 seconds left on the clock. Frizzy, whoa, getting close. A nice angle around the corner there, getting that elimination.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting now because they're probably going to go for that B plant, and they know they're going to have people on long. Yeah, they're already watching. They're waiting. You got to watch. That open area is going to be very difficult to get that plant.
Yeah, 12 seconds left. Not a lot of cover. Dremo's going in for it, though. He's going to get it down, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, watch Ali, though.
Eliminated. Oh.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate. That's a very difficult plant to make, especially, again, when you got someone coming through that mid-alley.
Yeah.
And you can only really choose one side when you're on that plant to be protected from. It's a really unfortunate pincer they found themselves in. North Carolina locking themselves at 2 rounds on the second
This is
map.
what we were talking about earlier.
Yep.
You can see a lot of dominating performances from teams in those earlier games with the speed, but when it comes to search and destroy, anything goes. It's a completely different ball game.
And especially against a team like Uni of North Carolina that seems to be more of your strategized whiteboard kind of plays.
Yes.
A lot of players, we're talking to Coach Eric just before this squad of the Condors really likes to play instinctually, which is the way I prefer to play as well. But we see Uni of North Carolina playing a little bit differently. A lot of strats coming out.
Yeah, a lot of good positioning coming from them, a lot of good rotations and communication right now. And Conestoga, they're going for a bit more kills, getting good spots.
Get the
Frizzy
double.
gets 1, he gets 2, and might get a 3rd, but couldn't quite catch it. But, a 2-for-1, they take those.
Oh, unfortunate. Again, the Condors keep getting caught open. We're now down to a 1v2. It's Taylor, our sub, one of our subs for the day, has to lock in with the AR. He's got those long ranges, so that's what he's taken this route here. But he's got to get around to bomb. He needs to know where that's going to be planted.
He knows where it's going, though. He can sniff them out. He knows where they were pushing up because of his teammates getting eliminated over there. He's trying to get up close. A lot of movement coming up from already, not waiting for anything to happen.
Is he going to take alley or is he going to road?
Oh,
Yeah, he takes road by tank, yeah. He locked down 1, but again, that's a difficult route to approach when you have 2 people on site. The Condors, when they had that lockdown on that site, they pushed before. You saw someone push up past tank while the other planted, whereas North Carolina, they like to hold it behind excavator. That seems to be their bread and butter.
Yeah, 100%. And Conestoga might want to, take note of that and learn from it next time they get in that situation. Right now, what I might want to see is for the Condors to maybe slow it down a little. Take a second to think things through, because it seems like they're speeding into these situations and not giving them enough of a breather to, fight back.
Yeah, Taylor almost got lasered right off the bat there. At least they got some info, but I mean, Call of Duty, those positions change so quickly. How fast you can move around. The pre-fire blown up. The car takes him off the map. Good night, Savvy.
The environmentals are always funny to see. And right now, Drummer's up close, gets elimination. Condors right now, even it up 3-3. Trying to get some pressure over on A site, but they're more in the middle now. They might be trying to rotate over to B. Oh, that was close there. He got the headshots off.
Doesn't get the kill, though. And dropped down
stuck
on site. Yeah, he got stuck. Semtex are brutal. But it is a 1v2. This is possible. We've seen Frizzy do some magic before, but he's got to get bomb, and that's real hard. It's dropped down at mid. Yeah.
Nice. There you go. That's a good pick he wants to get right now. 30 seconds left, though. He doesn't have all the time he wants. He's got to get something done soon.
No, you're right. North Carolina just has to play the clock now. And again, real smart positioning here. Look at this. Watching down that alley through to mid. That's a really good hold for our last player, Naled. We've seen him be able to clutch up before, but he doesn't. Oh, yeah, it's going to be late now. He's got to go rotate all the way around. He knows that at least there's no one in mid. He's got that clear straight sight to the point. Let's see how Frizzy holds on.
He's going to sit back on the bridge, wait for any action coming in from Naled. Oh, it's going to be close here. 30 seconds left on the clock. It seems he wants to try and hunt down Frizzy, find where he is instead. Oh, these players are so close to seeing each other. Oh,
this is so interesting. But he's got the sights, though. This is really in favor of Frizzy. The push has to happen now. There's the info.
Oh, he spots him.
He's going to be able to push on point, take the lasers, take them out. And there's the round win for the Condors.
I love, once again, the trigger discipline he had there. He knew he wasn't going to get enough of a clear shot to get enough damage to get that final kill, so he just waited for the perfect moment to strike.
Yeah, it's interesting because you want the kill, but also it is possible at that point, because so much time has been killed, even if you land a couple shots, that player now has to play for a defuse, knowing that you're watching them.
Exactly.
You can sit on bridge behind truck and honestly just take some pot shots and hope you can run the clock down. But if you can get the kill, go for the kill.
Exactly. He knew he didn't know where he was. Frizzy was in a bit more of an incognito position and was able to get a nice, almost, it was a bit close. I can't say nice easy because he did take a few shots back, but he had the advantage.
Though. Yes. Well, we'll see if the Condors can bring it back. They're currently down 3-1 against Uni of North Carolina. A slower play this time.
Yeah.
Again, the Condor is not getting aggressive. We saw the first map, or the first round on this map, very aggressive. Now, let's hold positions. Let's play North Carolina's game.
This is what I just said I wanted them to see. Maybe slow down a little bit, take time to analyze what's going on, and be ready to fight back, because we've seen those first few rounds, they kind of just ran at them. They wanted to get the kills, stop them before they could get any chance of formulating an attack, and Carolina was ready for them. So, just a little slow.
Down now, 40 seconds left. We'll see a push probably around the 30, 25-second mark because they have to start making a push. With everyone down on that site in that alley now, the Condors actually in a really good position for a rotate as well. Watch this. Like, look at Savvy. He knows no one's going around that site, and he'll have a quick rotate back to mid if he needs to. There's the push, and now we'll see how the Condors handle.
Nice. Oh, Frizzy was able to get one, but Dremo is eliminated alongside him. Condors right now down to a 2v3 situation. Not the spot they wanted to be in. Savvy takes a corner, not expecting to be an enemy player prone in front of him. Taylor in the back could not do enough to get those shots off beside Tank. Gets eliminating, giving Carolina the 4th round win.
I thought for sure that was a decent position, but it was just not quick enough. That rush onto that top site was just a great hold.
It was a really good collapse on to the site from North Carolina, and then it seems like they communicated, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go here, and they got set up in their positions immediately as they got there.
This team seems like an S&D kind of team.
Oh, yeah.
Like they, even just watching them again on hardpoint, they are, I said it, I'll say it again, very much a whiteboard team.
Yep.
They've drawn up and practiced these scenarios quite often, which is an interesting, again, approach to what I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, just the total speed instead of just, pure battle positioning, tactical maneuvers.
Speed and intuition. As I said, my favorite kind of Call of Duty is intuition because you get really hype plays.
Player just accidentally threw a bit of a impact right in their face. Gonna have to back out. Frizzy now knows there is someone in that alley because of the explosion going off. Conestoga once again is slowing it down a bit. Dremo might have to watch his back. Here's a player, comes up the stairs, gets up behind him, eliminates him, giving Carolina control the bomb up there as well.
This would be an interesting fight. Okay, nice. We even the board. Drum will get taken up, but Seymour now gets eliminated in a 3v3. Look at interesting rotate from Beanie. He just kind of left out and said, we're going to let them have the bomb. But I guess they're confident. They wanted to get their positioning lined up for A. And it's working for them so far. Now they know that there's a B push. They can rotate around and flank from both ends of the street.
Oh, Carolina holding that nice spot back there in their own spawn, getting those long angles down has been huge for them this game so far. With just Taylor MC left alive, he knows where this player is. He gets up behind him, gets the kill off, put in a 1v1 situation. He has bomb, but only 4 seconds left. He's not going to get there.
Get the kill. Can he get the kill?
Oh,
he
no,
knows.
he's hiding. He's hiding. Oh, smart play by Carolina.
Yeah, that was definitely a tricky one. If there's a little more time, there's definitely the play, but they played the clock really well.
Yeah, once again, really good positioning from them right now. And it is interesting, like we were saying, how they got bomb possession up there. They got the kill on Dremo, and they just kind of left it alone.
Right.
They backed out, and they were like, you know what? We got the man advantage. You guys still come to us.
Oh, it's those whiteboard plays. They say, we're not going to play for bomb. We're going to play for site like we know how to.
Yeah. Stick to what you're comfy with, and that's what they've been doing this whole time.
Okay. Oh, a little bit of a quicker engagement on this map. We take it down, caught, mid slide. Yeah, that's going to be, again, Conestoga at a disadvantage. Again, a little bit harder. You come into a map like this where there's a little more tactics in it, or sorry, a round like this, and especially with 2 subs, it's going to be a little more difficult to try to keep yourself composed. But it is only map 2, but it does mean at this point, if NC can take this, that we're going to see double Karachi.
Oh, you're right. We're going to see double Karachi, and that's what the Condors do not want to experience.
Yeah. I mean, they've been good on Karachi, but they just don't like the map.
They're not fans of it.
Yeah, well, there it is. North Carolina going to lock it down. And this is one of those ones you have to shrug off. It's very clear that North Carolina came prepared for this game mode specifically. Control is a completely different beast when we head into Karachi for the first time on our next map.
But, you know, we do see, like we're saying, that North Carolina is that whiteboard team. They know what's going on. They have plans, and they're following through them. But once we throw it to Control, where it's a more fast-paced, more quick respawns, it might be a different game. But speaking of different game,
hey,
look, it's League of Legends.
That was a pretty solid transition.
Okay, 9-10 now. Conestoga had a nice 4-kill lead last time we checked in, but it seems that Bradley University is putting up a good fight. They got that advantage back. And it seems Conestoga's just trying to get a tower here, trying to get some pressure put on them. They have the objectives under control. They have 2 dragons up. We're going to see the engage coming in from the Gwen, going in with the needles, got the domain out, is unable to take damage from anything outside of it. The teleport comes in. Lazaro's in there, not able to do much. Not enough damage from the Cassante. He's just trying to disrupt right now. Lopacinski keeping his distance. He's able to get 1 kill, eliminating Joey Sin on the Vayne, taking that down. But as you see there, the Viego just got the Cassante Soul Steal, got the reset off, and didn't decide to do anything off that. And both teams are just going to back out. Bit of an interesting fight. Unfortunately, did not go in Conestoga's favor. A really good engage. Once again, that Gwen on the side of Bradley University is a huge pick for them. It's able to get some nice, safe engages off.
Now, if I'm not
the counter engage here coming in from Karami and Ricky going again the root off. We're going to see right now, the Gwen is stuck inside the Hallowed Mist, unable to be touched by anything. It's so powerful against this team Conestoga has.
It's not fair. Let me get rid of it. Linus Tech Tips fan.
So the thing about Gwen that I keep saying with the Hallowed Mist she has is she makes a circle around herself, and as long as she's inside the circle, you have to be in the circle with her to deal damage to her and hit your abilities. Yeah. If you're not in there, you can't affect her.
That locks out a lot of heroes' abilities.
Yes. It's on like a 30-second cooldown, though. So you have to use it wisely.
But still feels like pretty good.
Yeah. It's like there's a lot of characters recently where they have a main ability that's really good and their ultimate isn't as crazy. So Gwen is definitely one of those, and along with Tank Shredder as well, the potential is insane. But if you have a team fight where you see the Hallowed Mist be put out there and she's just trying to run you down, you just disengage for a little bit, wait for it to run out, and then you re-engage with that advantage because it's such a long cooldown.
If I'm not mistaken, though, that difference in tower count is pretty good for us.
It is very good right now. Conestoga up 5 towers right now. That's what I was saying. They got the objectives under their control really nice. And they're at a 4K gold advantage. The kills are close, but Conestoga does have a clear lead in this game. They're going to see a bit more of a group up for Baron right now. Getting ready. Both Ricky and Linus Tech Tips down there. They got the teleport up. If a fight does start, they're able to rejoin their team real quick. They're just going to push those side lanes, get a bit more pressure on, and be ready to regroup. But we're going to see right now, the Enchanted Crystal Arrow goes over. Opsinski doesn't miss, but the Zenith Blade engage coming from Karami is able to secure a nice kill on Supernova. And the teleport comes in. Linus Tech Tips uses the Hallowed Mist really early. Opsinski's not able to help at all. Gets dove on by the Viego, but does a nice disengage because of Karami's ult, the Solar Flare. Conestoga right now has a good advantage. They're getting damage out since he's got to watch out for the Vayne from the backline, but he's able to brush her off with ease, get the kill. Condors right now getting one after one, not losing any of their members. Both does get taken down. Linus Tech Tips up here is putting up a fight, but he doesn't have the health or the damage to kill the rest of the Condors. Beautiful just control of the field from Karami and Lazaro there, keeping Lopacinski alive so he can deal the damage and get those nice, easy kills.
Hey, that's the guy they want to get, the big old Baron.
Yeah, that's the whole reason they're fighting over here. He's had a bit of a visual update recently, it looks like.
I see.
Scarier.
It looks a little different than what I'm used to.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of hands now.
Yeah.
But they got it. They killed him. They took him down. And you take a look right now, Lopacinski is just dominating in the kill field. And that's, like I've been saying, exactly what you want to see.
Right.
Conestoga getting that Baron as well, having this advantage in dragons and towers and money. They might be able to get a nice good push going here and possibly end game 1 in their favor. Third drag coming out as well. They don't have the jungle smite over there. It's going to be close, and it's stolen by Bradley University. The final spark coming out from the mid laner Lux, able to just take that from the clutches of Conestoga.
Hey, I mean,
unfortunate.
At the end of the day, still good, though. I mean,
yes.
League looks like by the next time we check in with them should probably have a dub in their hands.
My predictions is they'll be able to get a good push going soon and take that game 1.
Well, hopefully next time we check in, it'll be great. But back to Call of Duty. We have at least 2 more maps guaranteed. We're heading into Karachi. And again, now it's time for some control. 30 lives or take the points. Up to you.
Up to me?
Yeah, sure.
I can decide what's going on. Kill them.
I honestly, I feel like Condors are going to do much better with going for the kills. And there it is. Nice. Savvy on 1, but it's taken down. They're in the pit. Right in center, broken down building. Can they win the gunfight overall? Not quite.
It's going to be. Carolina's forcing them over to an objective instead of trying to go for gunfights alone. Conestoga doesn't really want this to happen.
Yeah, advantage now for North Carolina. We'll see if the Condors maybe reapproach how they go for points. This is a really hard one to get back into once it's locked down. Oh, can you get the kill there? Frizzy initially had the shot, jump, but at least he still got the kill. Second one, again, keeps getting caught out on the slides, but he manages a kill regardless. And now they should be able to lock down B. We'll see if they rotate forward, if they go for the spawn control.
They're not trying to capture B yet. I think they're just going to leave it alone for a bit and go for that spawn control you're talking about. Lives are even, but it seems Conestoga is running around and getting a bit more kills.
This is something the Condors do really well. If they can lock down this slot between, they might try to take out B now in a moment here, but they want to get at least 3 players off the board. That's 1, that's 2, and a third is there, and we might see if the 4th drops a take for B. But again, it's that positioning that's so important for the Condors to try to lock down that line on mid to be able to make sure B won't get retaken.
Yeah, they want to just keep that space on their map under their control, in their name, and right now they're just flushing out North Carolina one by one. It's looking real nice. They're running around. Savvy's in a good position here. Gets them eliminated. Conestoga, they're also up 6 kills right now. And
that's wonderful. That's huge what they want, and now they're going to go for that point. Nope, they're going to leave it at least, but they got to watch their flank. We do have someone moving in. It's Seymour trying to get a spot onto point. There he is, taking the spot, and now the Condors have to try to retake, and that can be difficult.
Oh, Frizzy's holding his ground here. He gets one. Might try and get the second, hiding behind the bus. Flies around the corner, but couldn't get the kill off in time. Conestoga losing their dominating position they've had so far. They have to regroup and retake this from the clutches. North Carolina. Dremo's on point. He doesn't know quite where he is. Gets eliminated.
Yeah.
And the ground that they fought for so hard is in control of Carolina.
Yeah, they have to be really careful now because, again, Condors seem to have found a bit of their match. North Carolina played that first point really smart, but the Condors do have points again, but they're not in the best position to hold this. We do have a push here. 3 players on, 1 down. We have Nollet and Seymour left trying to take that point, but Condors sitting back a little bit further, saying, North Carolina, come to us.
Yeah, they just want to sit back in this sort of far back alleyway and wait for them to come on. They got this door off to the side, able to go on point and retake it if they need
light 'em up.
Whoa, a lot of action going on back here as well. Trying to get in the backdoor entrance.
They do get the kills. They won the gunfight, but the problem is that point is still there with 3 lives left. They're going to go for kills instead. Now look at this aggressive hold. They're staying away from that point and trying to say, hey, if we sit behind bus, you make a push, we're going to kill you. Look at the patience, though, from North Carolina.
Just slow down. They can't waste these lives. These are the ones they got left, and right now they're getting these kills. Push on Conestoga a bit. Oh, a nice grenade.
Good grenade. Second kill, not quite. They have 1 life left. They all just need to push. 13 seconds left. If they actually hold, they're going to be able to lock this one down. There's that final kill potentially. Get them, drop them, get them off the map. But they're going to win it. They kill the clock. And there's that first one for the Condors. But that was tight, but I loved the reassessment on what they needed to do for the Condors.
Yes, they had a bit of a rough start. They had to give up that first point control right away because you can see it's 2 different play styles clashing against each other. Carolina, they want the objectives. They want to force just fights in general over to those zones that they know they can take control of. They know they can get kills around there. And Conestoga instead, they want to make a sort of a territory claim in a section and just farm those kills over and over.
Yeah, and and they got kind of set aloof because, again, that plan was not working, and you saw how the strategy changed. Let's hold back behind B, and then in those final moments push up. We'll rotate where position it is on that B point to try to trick them and get those kills.
Yes. Right now we're going to see the side swaps as well. It's going to be interesting. Conestoga is going to go for A site right away.
Yeah, you may as well.
Seems to be the good play here. In Carolina, they aren't going to take B.
Nice. Great hold for the Condors. They should have this one locked down, and now it's going to be that quick rotate around to B. The Condors going to have a difficult time, though. They need to get themselves in a good position for the spawns.
Oh, they're trying to get this line set up, getting good spots. Right now, Carolina's kind of running around, trying to make themselves lesser known, but Conestoga is hunting them down, flushing them out of this position they want to take so bad.
They're trying to play verticality. Oop, give away the position there. There's one. Nice. We'll see if they get the second. Not quite. Doesn't know where he is. Can't lock on. Savvy gets dropped down.
He did buy time for Dremel to get on point here, get a good spot, watching that doorway, waiting for any Carolina attackers to come in. He sees them open the door, jumps out, gets the kill, gets eliminated off to the side, but Conestoga right now is gaining a good foothold over by B site.
Yeah, they're in a position now that they saw North Carolina in. They're going to have to try to make that push onto B site, where the backside of B site is being held by North Carolina.
It seems that they're kind of taking what the Condors did, getting that back alleyway secured and just having a nice comfy position to let the attackers come to you. But right now, Conestoga does have more of a life advantage.
Well, it was a massive advantage. That just disappeared quite quickly. 3 lives between the two. That should be another one for them. But a little bit of a misstep there for Savvy. So he's just going to get on point and try to contest.
Wasn't watching all the angles he wanted to there. Dremo comes in, does manage to get a double kill, though, off Savvy being eliminated. Right now, the lives are almost even. They're even.
And now it's actually going to go in advantage of North Carolina. Again, this spot is such a difficult place to maneuver into. And I wonder how the Condors are going to now reapproach this. They have to spawn from far side, and they'll take to the roofs. They love that high ground.
Yeah, they just kind of given up that territory over to Carolina now. As they've been just flushed out of it.
They're going to go through alley.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. This is such a hard push to make.
I like it, though. It's new. It's interesting. See how they're going to go about it. They're just trying to get behind these players holding inside the building here. Ramos sees one. He gets the prone down. He's able to get that elimination nice and clean.
He's got to watch his back, though. Another one's going to come in behind him. He might get taken out as he jumps through window. But on point we go, and there's a kill. Now the Condors might be able to snake their way onto point and get this hold.
Oh, they're down in lives right now. 26 seconds left. They need to play objective until they
get
the advantage.
Reload!
Oh, wrong time to switch mags.
Yeah,
Frizzy gets in. He's trying to get that elim. Gets rid of him. Condors right now have a bit more objective control. Frizzy just has to hold off this other player. Nice.
This is absolutely massive now for the Condors. They got that B control. They're up in 1 life now, and if they can just hold this point, they've got this second round locked down, and they're in a fantastic position to do this.
Oh, look at these kills back to back to back. Condors have supreme control at this point right now. Already have 2 sections claim on it. The lock jumps in, gets a double kill.
This
Just
actually
Dremel left. Oh, no.
Yeah, this is going to be very troublesome now for the Condors. That B site has been regained, and with the spawns being so delayed, 10 seconds left.
Oh, they're down on kills now, too. Carolina's just going to let the clock run. 7-4. Conestoga can't quite get back in it.
Yeah,
Let's see Taylor coming in through the bus. Might get on in time.
Very difficult spot to hold. North Carolina did what they had to do. I liked, again, the new approach that we saw from the Condors once they realized things weren't going their way. The problem is in those final moments, they couldn't make that hold.
Yeah.
North Carolina had a great push in those final 20 seconds to retake that B site. And that's just, again, crazy how difficult that site is to gain control of. And I wonder what we're going to see if anyone is maybe going to go for that B site early on.
I think it is just run straight to A here, get priority over that. Conestoga knows that that's what Carolina's going to do as well, and just to get some kills, especially off the high ground that they have the advantage on, be able to gain here from this spawn, it's going to be good for them. A lot of flashes coming out. Savvy slowing down his advance. Oh, and gets shot in the back. Beanie runs around, gets 2. A third falls in sight for Conestoga, and that offensive advantage is gone.
Yeah, that was actually a massive bit of play from North Carolina. Give credit where credit is due, but yeah, you see Condors quickly trying now to lock down their position on B site and try to make sure that they have a good hold on the map.
They're already down a few lives now, though. They want to try and even this up if they want to take priority control over this game.
Oh, you got the information. Where is he? He ran away, but he got taken down anyways. Dremo takes Seymour off the map. And they're in a good spot. This is where the Condors like to hold. They're almost quite there, but a kill there on Frizzy. And again, we've seen that a few times where Frizzy getting caught off guard quite often. It seems to be a day where maybe it's he wants to get a little too aggressive, and sometimes he's mid-slide, he's mid-reload, and he's getting caught off guard. I think they're used to stomping people, so now they're being contested. It's
like, oh, man, these guys are fighting back. Conestoga right now is just trying to get that B. Oh, advantage back. Savvy.
Good times.
Little pow, 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 pow. Pulls out the B shooter, able to get the kill. He's got a multi-kill there. 3 kills at once. Conestoga pushing their way over the B. They are down 1 life difference now, though. They are getting it close to a tie-up.
Hanging around B, but they're starting to get their position. But again, North Carolina just keeps disrupting that positioning that they're looking for. They get so close, the Condors do, to what they want, and then get shut down. And now with someone in the back lines, they have to be careful. They're going to get the information, but you see it over by B site. 2 taken down. Yeah, Beanie dropping Savvy and Dremel for that point, and now the Condors are going to have to reposition. This is not what they wanted.
No, and it seems that the B site is going to be taken by Carolina here. They're not going to go for the kills. They're going to force action onto it. Conestoga is going to have to make their way on and interrupt this take. Carolina's going for. Savvy's able to get 1. He's on point. He's backed up by Frizzy. Gets the flash out, and it seems that one Carolina player is just going to leave.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's interesting. You know you're probably going to die. You just want to buy time for your teammates, and now the Condors get the retake, but drop down in backside of B. It's a 12-11. We're getting down to the wire on terms of lives, and North Carolina doing a fantastic job of shutting down the Condors' play every single time.
Yeah, Conestoga is still going to go for the life control here. They are down in count right now by 2. Down by 1 now. 28 seconds left on the clock. It's going to get close. We're going to see what they're going to go for.
They're in the lead by 2 now. 20 seconds left, and they got point as well. This is going to be massive for the Condors. They need to make sure they are not giving up their lives. The flank, beautiful play, but it does almost even out the lives. 2 still left, 10 seconds on the board, and we do see a push now from North Carolina. They're trying to make their way through. They got to get the squeeze on. The hold down from inside Bus. Great play from Dremo. Get the second one. Come on, you got 3 seconds left, and it looks like it's going to be a hold. Not quite. Oh, I'm crazy. I don't believe how North Carolina's gotten on point. Finally, the hold from Condors. What a close final call. Wow. North Carolina giving the Condors a run for their heckin' money.
What a crazy ending there. Taylor was able to get in behind, to get a good flank coming in behind, and Savvy backed him up, getting that final kill. The time didn't run out. The lives did.
Yeah. That was very close. We had 2 seconds left on the board. That final snake of a play from North Carolina as they squeezed their way onto B site. Yeah. That was ballsy of them because you had 2 Condors players waiting at top outside B to push them. And that bus hold, that's one of my favorite places to hold, is phenomenal. It's kind of scary because you can get flanked so easily. Yeah. But it's very easy to just kind of head glitch yourself for a few kills. Yeah.
Peek up and down. You're going to see the side swap once again. Conestoga is going to go after this A site right off the bat. Get control of it, get that early advantage. You're going to have to watch it up top. They got control over the rooftops. They got people watching over them. And it's looking good for Conestoga right now, this round start already.
Yeah, good A site hold. Ooh, they might get taken off, though. That's good at the contest. Final one, and now we have a push from North Carolina. They've got 2 players on point, and all 4 of our players need to respawn.
This is interesting. This is the first time this match we haven't seen a nice, smooth A take. It's still a bit up in the air. Conestoga needs to finish it off.
I think that's the thing, though. We're going to see, as these 2 teams are pretty neck and neck when it comes to, I mean, the play styles are a little different, but when it comes to ability to win a round, it's forcing each other to kind of rethink and reassess every single time.
100%. Right now we're going to see Taylor's going to come around the side. Oh, he jumps out, tried to get a kill, but he couldn't. Backed up by Savvy. Savvy's got to watch out up top, but he gets pushed on. Can't quite hold that position right now. Conestoga gonna maybe slowly rotate their way over to B now. Give up any potential for taking A site or gaining the advantage.
Still no lockdown on A. Again, you see Uni of North Carolina trying to get that line hold. They're trying to shut down Condors, see if they can get that lives advantage. They have it now, 4 lives up, but they've lost a bit of control in A site. Going over to the Condors now, we have that famous fight for B.
Yeah, the clock went back up. 28 seconds no longer, back to minute 20 with Condors taking that A site under their control. Going to see 21-16 right now, though. Conestoga needs to get some kills.
We'll see if they can make that push in, though. There's going to be an interesting flank there. You see Beanie trying to be able to shut down that play. Frizzy makes his way in. I'm surprised he wasn't dead yet. I thought he was going to get in there with no kills, but at least he gets a trade. And now Condors trying to reposition.
Okay, they're getting a bit closer. Only 4 kills off right now. Trying to get some pressure over on B, but they're a bit more split out than you usually see them being. It just seems to be just split up, get some kills out, hunt them down,
that's
try to get the advantage.
You see it right now on that bottom. It was Frizzy trying to hold down that push up to B, and sitting in the corner is Dremo. He wants to allow his team, or wait for his team to get to him. He doesn't want to give away his position yet.
Clock ticking down right now. Carolina's going to play a bit more safer because they have the advantage. They're just going to stay back, and they're holding down B site nice. We see Dremo is sitting back there waiting, though, still in that corner over by B, waiting for maybe his team to come and just formulate a better push.
Oh, here's the push, though. They got on point. They're going to freeze the clock, and now they need to get those kills, but that's going to be 1 drop, 13-7. Lives remaining. They're going to hold the contest.
That was his teammate.
8 seconds left. Oh, no. And now the push here from North Carolina. They need to take back B if they want to win this one. They have 1 Conestoga player on there. One kill. Please get him down, and that clock is going to start ticking, but only 4 lives off. Condors might be able to take this one.
This is a lot of ticks they're going to get from this. They're going to get 2.
And now they have the lockdown. 1 player pushing onto point.
Oh, it's going to be interesting right here. Conestoga, if they can win this one fight, flush them away, they're going to be able to take this point. It's going to get close. Savvy's in the closet, gets eliminated, and both of those players get flushed off. 4 seconds left on the clock. Frizzy trying to get in there, but couldn't cut it. North Carolina taking the round win once again by just flushing them out of lives. It wasn't even the clock.
No, that was something I wasn't surprised. We kind of touched on it. We didn't go in too deep on it, but before we even started our games today, we saw that control.
Yeah.
And we said, okay, this will probably be a lives played for.
Yeah.
After we saw that first map too, I said, yeah, this is going to be a play for lives kind of situation. Oftentimes when there's a lopsided situation, play for points, sure.
Yeah.
But in this situation, you have to play for lives.
100%.
And what a strong lead at the beginning there for North Carolina. Again, it's cool we got that A point, but it's that B site that is starting to show some cracks.
Oh, yeah.
In the play for Condors.
It's definitely the what's it? I lost my train of thought there.
Bane. Is that what you're looking for?
The bean?
The Bane.
The Bane? I was going to say the centerpiece of what both teams are trying to fight for. Yes. Multiple words go through my head at a time. Couldn't quite grab onto any of them. But right now, Conestoga is going to try and grab on control of A site.
Great site hold. I love that. They're going to watch their backs, though. They are going to get picked off one by one here if they're not watching all their angles. But you know they are. And that A site looks like it might be a full hole. Look at over there. Ooh. We have Frizzy trying to hold down B right now as they knew North Carolina would make that push over there. Finally gets dropped down. They leave A alone. They want to get that B site hold.
Oh, we got the information. He's waiting for his teammate to come backing up, but he does get eliminated before Savvy can save him. Savvy just barely jumps over that player. Couldn't quite see him. Frizzy's there real quick, does get stunned. Might be able to get the kill here. Couldn't quite get it.
Yeah, that stun's hurt. He almost got the kill, too. I would have popped off that he gotten that. But again, they are losing their fights on back B site right now.
They had a lives lead pretty early there, and they've already lost it because of this fight for B. A site just being taken by North Carolina as well. As I was just saying, it's going to go all over to B now.
Is good, though. The way they're holding now, this is the position they like to start to get in there. But again, Seymour is shutting them down, trying to split the difference on their spawn. North Carolina, honestly, some formidable opponents today.
Yes, 100%. They are making Condors work for it. It's going to be interesting. It's Frizzy gets up top, is eliminating that player watching over. He has a good position up here, able to take away any favorable spots from Carolina. He's going to run around quick. He's going to find this player underneath him, gets him. He's going to run into the second one. Second kill as well. He's maintaining perfect control over this position up top, giving his team space to move.
Love their height on this map. They utilize it very well. The Condors, they are birds after all. And they're starting to get that split that they like to hold. Lives are relatively equal at this point. But every single time, I want to call North Carolina snakes because they come down the middle and they split up that line hold that Condors are trying to make.
Right now they have control of B. They're just trying to take the site instead. They're not going for lives anymore. Seems they just want control of the objectives just to win it outright.
Yeah, I mean, if they've got B site or A site, why not try to take B site? And it seems like that's what they're going for, and they're doing a dang good job of it.
Frizzy's able to get on, eliminate one before being taken down himself, leaving it to one player on B site hold. We see another one. Log is just underneath that wall there. Conestoga's just struggling to get on and flush them off this site. They're so close to winning it. Just barely taking this site control. Dremel eliminates that final player on it, but he's got to hold down strong here.
And now a push on from Condors. They're going to be able to try to fight this one back, but they need to hold, and we know that hasn't gone too well for them in the past. Get some laser sights on. Double kill, please get it. Ooh. Not quite. Taylor gets dropped down after only taking out one, and now Condors in a bit of an awkward spot to make this hold. We'll see North Carolina making a push past bus onto B site. They get shut down, stalled a little bit, and that will give time for the Condors to reset.
7-4 right now, though. Conestoga does not have a good advantage in lives. They're going to have to look out here. Savvy in the closet, waiting for this final player to push in through the back door, just defending the site. He got the tick down as much as he could, but Conestoga cannot take this. Oh, Carolina has no respawns remaining, though. Conestoga has the kill advantage, but not for long. 3-3 right now. It's going to come down to who can eliminate who.
3v3 on that final push there. Nice. One down now. Let's see how it goes. 2v2. Or sorry, 3v1. Oh. And there it is. There. Condors. Wow, nice. That was tight. I lost control of who was winning what in those fights there for a second, but it was the Condors that come out on top. Wow. What a back and forth.
Yeah, that was insane. The matchup is crazy tonight between these two teams, especially on that map. Control is really showing that both of these guys are fighting for the win.
Yeah, North Carolina putting up a fight against Condors. Again, we're sitting in with 2 subs on the day.
Yes.
We do know that, again, one of our sub Savvy's been proven himself plenty of times before. And Taylor is just trying to lock down. We heard from Coach Eric earlier that he might try to take some more of those hard points, play a little more patient, play with the AR, take those long lines of sight, and allow Frizzy and Savvy maybe to start making those roam plays. And I like it, but again, I think part of it, I think there would be a lot of wins, more round wins today, but we are seeing a couple small mistakes where players like, not to call them out, but like Frizzy was getting caught out quite often on those reloads.
Not
or
timing the
taking corners wrong.
reloads, pulling out the grenades, throwing out trophy systems at wrong times. So maybe just got to read the situation a bit better in that, wait it out, be a bit more patient, like I've been saying. But he's just been going in there, he'll get a kill, and he'll throw something out, and then the second player comes around.
Right.
Carolina, they like to play more grouped up. They like to play more close-knit. We've been seeing that a lot recently.
Yeah, and what's good is that this is giving Conestoga a bit of a run for their money. They're going to have to rethink some of their approaches next time.
Yeah.
They get away with that stuff when they're playing teams that aren't quite up to par with them. And we've seen that quite often, considering they have, in this league, a perfect streak. They have not lost yet.
Yeah.
And
4-0.
Yeah, so I think they've gotten away with a lot, so they do that. But now I like this because Frizzy is going to have to say, I've got to be a little more careful and thoughtful on what I'm doing in those. It's not like he's playing bad. Don't get me wrong. It's just those small things when you're against a team that's close in skill or at least contesting with you are going to start making a difference.
Those little mistakes can mean a lot.
Absolutely.
And, I think we're going to take a little look at League.
You won't stop talking about League. That's fine. It's great. The Condors are playing.
We're into game 2 right now, only a minute in. I wonder who won that first game.
It would be the Condors.
Oh, yeah, I see the little tick there. You're right. There's a little tick. Conestoga got it. I bet you it went the way I said it was. They got the Baron. They got control over it. Yeah. Good team fights, good advantage, and they're able to get a nice final push.
I like what's going on here.
Mordekaiser shredding it right now. He's playing jungle Mordekaiser. It's very interesting. You don't see it too much. It is a good pick. Not to brag, I know a bit about Mordekaiser. He is my most played character. Yeah. Like,
what does he do?
He's
the guitar guy?
He's this big, he's the guitar guy. He's this big metal undead overlord. He can pull people in, slam them over the head with his giant mace, and his ult's really cool because it's called the Realm of Death. And what he does is he points his thing at one target, enemy champion, and he drags them into a 1v1 where he has better stats.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, if we maybe check in, maybe later on, we have to wait, of course. He has to wait till level 6 to get that, and being in jungle, you get less XP. But if you do see it, it's cool. It is really cool.
Being in jungle, I would get less XP because I would try to gank people way too much and die.
I mean, that's one way to go by it. It's mostly because, as well, the jungle monsters don't give as much XP.
Yeah, no, it would be
as
purely
well,
because
dying over and over would result
in
in less XP and money gained. You're going to see Karami's getting up close. He's able to get the stun off in first blood going out to Conestoga. Nice. Especially, once again, Lopasinski getting that money right off the bat is a real nice start.
And we have our next COD match, so we'll check in a little bit. Great first kill, first blood for the Condors. They got that map won. Let's hope that continues on, and the next time we check in, they're in the lead. But the Condors over here on Karachi need to get a win here if they can finish this off. A second round on Karachi. This time we're looking at Hardpoint, which was the round they won on that first map. Then we'll see a finished series today for them. But if they do lose, we go to our 5th map,
which will be Rio as well, by the way. We didn't talk about that earlier. We've yet to see them play Rio, and we have heard not good things about it. So if we do go to that map 5, won't be in our favor.
Right. Wow, this is hopefully going to be in our favor. We know the Condors love their hard point but hate Karachi, but they love to utilize that verticality, and it seems like North Carolina is doing the exact same thing. They're going to be in the lead now as they start to get some points on the board with that first point. They're holding their height pretty well.
We're going to see if it's going to play the same way we saw that first map on Skid Row with just the early rotates, set up that next hard point in advance. Right now with 20 seconds left, we're going to see if either team's going to back out or get ready for the next one to come up.
It seems like North Carolina's already trying to make that rotate over to where we have that B site on our control round. The Condors are going to win it. There it is. Diner locked down for the Condors, and again, we'll see how they hold it. We know sometimes this game isn't the best hold for them.
Good. Semtex going out there, flushing him away. Because he's getting up close. Oh, runs into one player, eliminates him. And he's going to try and track down this other guy up top. He knows he's going to be watching him up the staircase. Goes underneath, pops out the hole, maybe. Oh, he's after this guy.
Yeah, that's Frizzy for you. He loves to make that chase. He loves to make sure that the opponents know they're being hunted. The problem, he's been caught out a few times, and there it is. Drop down from the top. Frizzy taken off the board, but a good kill from Savvy.
Yep.
And they are going to keep locking down some points on Diner.
20 seconds left. If they continue control this hard point, they're going to be able to catch back up to Carolina already.
Yeah,
but as you
look
see, NC is already set up over on the other side of the map.
They are trying to make that push early on. That's a great kill, though, for the
Nice.
final few seconds here, 15 seconds. We're going to have a good hold on our third point. Condors now in the lead for points and in a great position to make a hold here, but they got 3 players left to take out. One drops down Savvy, and it'll be Frizzy left to hold it.
Stuck on his own over here. He's going to have to get this site ready for the rest of his team to regroup and hold it down. He does get the kill. He's going to have to get on, or he might just stay back and wait.
No, this is good. Wait for your teammates to show up, because here now we're going to have a pincer move from the Condors, but one gets taken down, and a little flank there is going to come out from Beanie. Great play from Beanie to make sure they can lock down that site, and if he gets one more, they'll have point.
Oh, but Conestoga is on right now, though. Oh, they just lost it. Frizzy's in a good spot. Swings around the corner, gets that kill. He's going to make his way back around, push on. Right behind Carolina. He doesn't get enough damage off. He's trying to kill this one player, but he can't quite get it. But he gains control of the point for his team. Backs out for a second here, jumps around the corner, gets another kill.
But look at North Carolina moving in like flies to a rotten piece of fruit. They are so good at getting themselves back on point. I wonder if Conestoga is going to be looking for next point, though, at this point.
Yeah, 62-52. It's not too much of a difference between both of these teams right now. Conestoga's pushing their way on, trying to get inside the palace here. Oh, they couldn't quite. Up the stairs. Get him, Drummo. And he didn't get the shots off. He's going to chase this guy down, though. It seems that we've seen a lot of chases so far from Conestoga. Carolina is giving them the space to get after them.
Yeah, taken to the roost now. It's going to be Frizzy. Lighten up one, lighten up two, but he gets traded out. But that is good for his squad, because now they can move on to point. We have Savvy, Frizzy, and Taylor trying to retake this point. They are starting to fall behind in terms of scoreboard.
Oh, this is a hard point to hold, especially with the amount of verticality you have to watch out for above you. As you can see here, Savvy's already getting threatened from that balcony up above, gets eliminated, giving control back over to Carolina. Frizzy's getting up close. The game plan you almost want to go here is have the rest of your team spread out, eliminate these players up on top, and have one person hold that site.
Well, that's what you hope Frizzy is going to be trying to do, because, again, barrels, as you said, very difficult to lock down, but they'll be moving to the next point, and getting that kill, that's actually massive. So Condor should have next point on lock, but they are 40 points down from the University of North Carolina.
Yeah, it's not looking too good right now. They're getting the onslaught coming in. A lot of utility being thrown out, grenades, explosions everywhere. Drummo's holding a nice angle here. He's going to see Beanie in a second, gets a few shots off, trades some damage, and just backs out. The point threatening kill. Taylor gets one. He sees the second. He's going to drop down to get a reload off instead behind this burning car.
Great for Taylor. You love this hold. This is massive, especially with that AR. He's going to be able to land a lot of damage, and that point is locked down for the Condors as we approach a tied scoreboard. With 30 seconds left, they'll eventually have to try to look for the rotate.
Except X hit the wrong spot there. Didn't want to put it in the wall in front of your face. Right now, Conestoga is catching up. They got it evened up right now with this hard point. They're going to have to back out real soon, though. 15 seconds left on this clock. Going to reposition, get ready for the next point soon, hopefully. It seems Carolina is holding them back from any possible rotations.
Yeah, you're going to have to do this now. But actually, honestly, this might help them. They're going to be able to get a pincer move on that midpoint as we start our rotations around again. What points are spawning? And with the lead, this actually could be helpful.
Conestoga gets on point. Once again, I was saying earlier, it's one of those points where you need to fight for the verticality. You need rooftop control. Else you're going to be threatened from all angles above, and Drem was fighting for that, keep them from getting away. Right now, Conestoga's still holding it, though. Frizzy's up top. He's going to watch this other player. Beanie in the distance, get some damage off. They know he's up there. They know to look out, and he gets eliminated as C drops down.
Yeah, this point's still being locked down by the Condors. A good point lead now on the scoreboard. And North Carolina looking to have a little bit of difficulty trying to take this point back. I wonder if they're going to just try to hold position for Diner, or if they'll ever make their move on.
Okay, it's going to switch out soon. 17 seconds on the clock, and as you just said, yeah, it's going to definitely rotate over to Diner. It seems that Carolina are having a bit more of a better time getting ready to hold this one down, keeping Conestoga from rotating around.
Yeah.
They have one player getting ready to get control. The rest have nice positions to stop them from pushing on.
We'll see again. This is always a difficult point to try and, retake. The Condors will try from 4 different angles. They do have a roamer. Watch out for Log. he's a player you need to take off the field. There he is, dropped down, but unfortunately, the rest of Savvy's teammates also got dropped down too.
Yeah. Not too good. Conestoga right now is giving up a bit too many points to North Carolina, especially with 40 seconds left on the clock. This is a lot of income they're going to get.
Yeah, 30 seconds too still on this point. This is a point you want to take.
Oh, they can't even get a good foothold going in here. Carolina has a nice line of attack, splitting it off the map, giving all control over to them by this site right now. Conestoga might want to give up a bit early right now.
I think they're giving up at this point. I think this is a make sure that we lock down any of those paths that they could find their way to the next point, and the Condors are doing exactly that. They are perched up, they are ready to nest, and we'll see if they can hold the lead, because again, they still will have it after this point disappears.
Yeah, they're ready to hold this one down. We see a bit of struggle last time this point was up, especially when Conestoga was trying to win that advantage over. It's a hard spot to have good positions to stop any incoming attackers. We're going to see how they handle it right now. Drummer's in a good spot. It's able to get 2. Frizzy follows up with another of his own. Conestoga is making their way up to the 200-point mark real soon.
No, this is a great hold, getting 3 kills on the board. You saw a double for one of our players there. They have to be careful, though. Again, at least they're trading. But they're being very smart about their positioning. Great kill from Dremo. Trade will come out, and now a contested point. North Carolina is sitting on, but Savvy taking down that last one as he gets another one, not quite. And the points will start to rack up for North Carolina.
Although Conestoga does give up the point here with 15 seconds left on the clock and this 30-point advantage, they can be comfortable with just getting ready for the next one here.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do. Set up again, lock down. Why not? I like the positioning from Dremo. Again, the anchor of the squad. He's making sure he's in a good spot to allow Frizzy and Savvy to try to roam around, get a little bit of those line of sights, but this wasn't a good lockdown for them.
No, Taylor was on site watching up top on the rooftops, but his back was exposed, so he gets rushed on, eliminated. Dremo's the last one alive over here fighting for control of the point. He's able to get 2, might get a 3rd, but falls victim, but buying enough time for Savvy to push on, getting 1 kill, but couldn't find the 3rd. But Frizzy finalizes it, giving control point to Conestoga, but they just can't get a nice foothold right now.
Yeah, now those points will start to rack up for North Carolina being so close. They're only 15 points off. They might gain the lead at this point. I'm very curious what the Condors are going to do. It looks like a rotate is trying to move to next, and they were surprised that North Carolina was already making that move over to the next point.
That's smart by them, splitting up the team comp. They know they're winning really hard over there on the current hard point. So they're going to give Conestoga more of a tough time to rotate over to the next one coming up.
Right, that was a good call out from North Carolina to be able to say, hey, we are going to call you out on this rotate. We're going to go to the next point. We know you're not going to contest the barrels. So there it is, but Condors get a hold, and they'll try to get themselves back into the lead here, but this is such a strong push from North Carolina.
We're going to see the missiles going to come out from Frizzy here, flying in, might try and flush him off point with this. Oh, it gets 4, and one of them Savvy.
Hey, it doesn't matter. You take out the entirety of North Carolina, you get yourself back on point and start to rack up those points, baby.
All right. A bit of an explosive entrance from Conestoga right now, but they're on. Taylor is stunned. He's going to have to watch for these players pushing up on him. Going to go over, clear out the left side. Watch out. 3 of Carolina's players are about to collapse on site with not enough manpower to hold them back. Conestoga's going to lose control.
Yeah, now we see a lead extension for North Carolina. Condors, can they get the sneak around Shed? Not quite. They're going to team fight, and they'll be able to get point. This will put them back close to a tied game here. 10 seconds left. The rotate will have to come out. Again, this is so close, so tight between North Carolina and Condors.
Oh, yeah, 2:20, almost exact right now. 3 seconds left on the clock. The hard point's going to switch over to the ruins in the middle. Going to fight for that verticality.
Beautiful.
Condors are trying to get control of these rooftops. Oh, Taylor kind of missed the jump there. That's okay. Frizzy's going to go up top through the stairwell. Got shot in the back a bit. They know he's up there.
And this is,
look, control.
Yeah, very difficult, though. You don't want to take that point too early, because if you do, just for a couple points, and then you lose the gunfights, you lose this round. It's so close that if you lose control of this, it could be GG, and that's going to be a hold for North Carolina. Yeah, those final 20 points are going to be locked onto the board potentially as the Condors try to rotate themselves around. This is not looking good for the Condors.
No, they're going to lose the lead here. Just barely 20 seconds left on the clock. Well, they're going to jump on and take a bit and not
Great
get ready
fight
to rotate. But with enough time left, they can take the victory. 10 more points. 16 seconds left on the clock. They can do. They got to hold it down right now. It's going to be close. Carolina's trying to push on, but they don't have enough time to get a good push formulated. Conestoga is going to take the round win, giving them the victory for tonight.
That was a close one. What a fight from North Carolina. You see the boys shaking it off, too. They're like, whoo. They just said they're saying what you said. Woo! That was a tight one, but a great final hold. Again, if they could not get that point back, that was a dub on this map for North Carolina, and we would have been going to map 5.
You don't want to see that, especially what we were talking about. It's Rio. Conestoga wouldn't have too good of a time, but it's really interesting seeing they're like, oh, we don't like Karachi. We don't want to experience it too much.
Right.
And they were able to take their second time on Karachi there to give them that victory in the end.
That was massive. But what a great showing. I mean, North Carolina, shout outs. We got to give credit where credit is due.
100%. They did put up a really good fight there. They gave us a tough time on Search and Destroy as well. So
cool. Hey, Call of Duty. We won it. We won it again, but at least it was a good fight. It was a great game. We're going to get over to some League of Legends in a second. I'm going to magic poof into someone else. How about that? We'll see you in a second.
Conestoga College is setting the stage for a new era in gaming. In 2025, we're opening a state-of-the-art esports venue, a premier facility for high-performing gamers in Canada.
In this 10,000 square foot facility, we're putting you in the center of the action. The facility will have 50 top-tier PC stations, 5 console stations, immersive VR stations, a team operations room, a full production suite, and a premier competition stage.
Esports is a rapidly evolving industry with global viewership of 532 million in 2022. This initiative goes beyond esports. It's also a platform for forging bonds, making memories, and creating connections.
Since 2020, Condors Esports continues to evolve, providing industry-leading facilities and experiences to the esports community.
Conestoga's esports venue expresses a sustainable and intentional future to compete, play, and work, all powered by gaming.
Ba-da-da-da. Hello, everybody. Here we are back. Look who it is. Look who showed up. Joined by Twilight Wing Megan here today for some League of Legends action.
Yep.
We just saw Call of Duty. Saw it earlier. It was a bit of a tough time, actually. I want to say a nice victory, but we were against the North Carolina University.
Yeah.
And it was a 2-3 in the end. So.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, okay.
They put up quite the fight, and Conestoga just got it in the end before they got that map pick they didn't want to see. So good for them. Big dubs for the Conestoga COD team. We'll go right now. Second game, League of Legends. Bit of a mid-interaction right now. Linus up top, playing the Darius, gets caught out in a bad position, giving Conestoga another kill. I was going to say,
we're doing really well.
We saw map 1 victory as well.
Yeah.
Or round 1. It's the same map every time. I can't say map. I'm so used to saying maps with all these other games.
Yeah.
So.
It's the same map. Well, I mean, with the update, it's slightly different.
Yeah. It is slightly different.
Slightly different.
This new season, of course, we're dealing with here. But I already like to see it. We saw a peek earlier, me and Leaf, of the first blood going out to Conestoga, of course, in the bot lane. Lipsinski was able to get a nice pick. And right now, we're on a 5-kill lead. We are up 5K gold, 2 dragons as well. Conestoga already has a beautiful advantage over Bradley University.
We also just got the Rift Herald.
Oh, yeah.
Which is awesome.
As expected.
Yep. We are doing quite well tonight.
Oh, yeah. A lot of good items as well coming out. We see Lipsinski's already at both Trinity and Kraken Slayer is huge for Ashe. A lot of attack speed, a lot of good kiting potential. It's really interesting right now seeing him play so much back-to-back Ashe.
Yeah.
Because, to be honest, in my games, I don't see Ashe do good at all.
Maybe he's just that good
Maybe
at
he
Ashe.
is just that good, honestly. Because Ashe isn't
Goated
a lot of
with the
damage. Goated with the Ashe.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of damage that can come out. It's just a good amount of utility, a lot of slow, allowing the chase to continue and your team to just keep following up. So it's satisfying to see almost this character that you don't. I personally don't see thrive too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
We also have Bradley University went for the Smolder mid lane.
Yeah. I also saw like Mordekaiser as well.
Yeah, in the jungle, a few off picks right now, but still viable. I don't know too much about Smolder mid lane, though, because, of course, he's a bit newer.
Isn't Smolder made for mid lane?
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be bot lane more.
I don't
But
know.
anyways, Conestoga right now, a good
Ooh.
Enchanted Crystal Arrows comes out. They're going to try and finalize the damage on this tower, maybe go for the tower dive. The Rift Herald does get eliminated. Ricky's taking too much damage, going to have to flash out, but Conestoga clears the tower to let him escape free.
We got it. It's ours. 4 towers already. We're up.
Oh, yeah.
We're up.
No towers have been taken at all by Bradley University. And then, look, there's the scoreboard. Take a little peek at what's going on right now.
Looking very nice, very nice.
A lot of good kills on. It's pretty even spread, actually, between all of the Condors right now. It's looking real nice. And I don't really know what the win con is going to be here for Bradley University. Maybe waiting for that Smolder to scale up more. So as long as Conestoga keeps kills away from him, keeps shutting him down, no time to farm, they can keep a nice advantage.
Yeah, because I remember seeing the Smolder just... And then the fire was all like... Wah! It was messy. It was messy.
Yeah, he is a dragon, so you tend to see a lot of and then the fire.
And then the fire.
Yeah.
Well, we saw him get up out from a previous game.
Get up? Are you talking about flying?
No, scaling.
Oh! I don't know why I thought about flying right away. I'm like, yeah, he's a dragon. He flies.
Yes, of course. Flying.
Okay, yeah. It's all about scaling with him. Oh, we're going to see the mom gets called in. Ricky's caught on a bad spot, goes for the ult. Nice flash miss from Neon Diamond. Is able to get the kill, but Lipsinski's in there to follow up and trade it out.
Got it.
Nice.
I pronounced it Nyan.
Nyan?
Nyan.
Nyan?
Nyan.
I think it is Nyan.
I don't know.
Like neon, like
neon
neon
cat.
lights. Yeah.
Neon cat. Neon.
Little Pop-Tart cat.
Yeah. I was like Linus Tech Tips fan.
Yeah. It's some good good
got,
names this game.
Yeah, we got James Bond. Meow.
Meow.
We got 2 cat-themed names in here.
I like it when we have funny names, but they're a little too long because you gotta say them quick in these fights. And when a fight's happening, I say Linus Tech Tips fan pushing in.
Well, then you just go Linus.
That's what I said. I called him Linus Tech before. First game. You see Dragons coming up right now. However, Ocean Drake, Conestoga's already in a good position to take it, waiting for Bradley University to respond.
We do not want that dragon stolen from us again.
No, they don't have the Lux this time. They don't have the final spark.
Yeah.
But James Bond's moving in. He does get the Realm of Death off on Ricky. Ricky's going in a good spot, trying to kite him away, get some damage out. Only a few seconds left in it. And then James Bond, in a bad situation here, gets revealed. The rest of the team Condor is going to save Ricky, get the Elam on nice and early. Lopsinski's caught in a bad spot here, though. He's going to hit the flash over the wall. A lot of damage taken. The Smolder DPS is coming out strong, but Conestoga gets a good double kill already.
Perfect.
Even it out in their favor. And just collapse on the rest. Get the cleanup. Don't want to give any kills here. The execute is available for the Smolder.
Yeah.
Got to be careful. Might be able to get Lazaro here, and then Bob finishes him off for the ace.
We got the dragon too. We got both. We got 2 dragons. We got Smolder and the Ocean Dragon. So now we have that upgrade.
We already have 2 at the top as well. It says there. We got the Mountain Drake. We got the Cloud Drake, and that's the Ocean Drake to be their third. Wait for that to clock in real quick, but Conestoga with that advantage, with the team fight going in their favor, they're able to rotate their way over to Baron. And most likely get it smoothly here. I don't think Bradley can respond. Yeah.
I think they're going to get it.
Also, an 8k gold lead that Conestoga's holding right now is insane. Karami's is going to get caught out here. Might get eliminated. Nope, gets a good dash off. And Conestoga's just going to want to reset here. They have a lot of resources spent because of that last team fight. Because of these engages they keep getting caught in. Just back out and get ready for a better push to come up.
Yep. We just gotta hope that Bradley doesn't get the Baron now.
No. Well, it's a little bit till he'll respawn. You got about 6 minutes till he's going to come back up. Conestoga's going to have this Baron buff for quite a while. Get the minion advantage, get a push going, more stats, and especially, speaking of stats, they're up almost 10k gold right now. That is insane in terms of items and just power over the team you're playing against.
What would you do if you had that much money?
We talking about like cash or like they have like actual gold coins, like 10k? Is it 10k in gold coins?
Sure.
Sure?
Like if you If you had that much money, like if you were in the League universe and you had that much money on
Oh, if
you,
I was thinking about here in League universe.
yeah. What would you spend it on?
There's a lot of items. I don't know which item I want. You're gonna have me thinking about that now. Out of all the items in game,
Well, here's another thing to think about. Do you think Uno exists in the League universe?
Uno?
Yeah.
Probably some version of it. I'd like to think about that later, but we got the Enchanted Crystal Arrow engaged coming out from Opsinski right now. Able to get the stun off, but no good follow-up coming up from Conestoga here. They're trying to force a fight. Krami's getting in close.
Ooh. We got Mordekaiser with his hand.
Yeah, the Death's Grasp, trying to pull him in, but didn't quite land. Conestoga's going to get the pressure from the bot tower here, get up close, be able to take it.
You do not want to be grabbed by Mordekaiser.
No.
You do not want to... Ooh! Okay, it was just a minion. Very good.
He'll turn your soul into a brick.
Yep.
What he does. Oh, Ricky right now having a nice split push that Bradley didn't even notice. Gonna get some damage on Inhib, but's gonna want to back out here because Bradley University is rotating around quick. Gotta get going, Ricky. Gotta get out of there soon. Gonna get a good ult off. Yep. Skedaddle. The ghost does come out from James Bond Meow right now. He's chasing him down, but he's taking so much damage. Even if he gets the Death Realm off, I'm not sure he'll be able to win the 1v1. There goes good Obliterate. Some damage coming out. Oh, he forces the flash, but gets killed. Right now, not having the man advantage when the enemy team has the Baron up and a good, strong push coming out is the situation you want to avoid. Ricky as well being able to reset quick after that interaction with the teleport. Getting ready to rejoin his team. The mom comes out from Neon Diamond. It's nice. And then that's the TP I was just talking about. Ricky able to make his way back up to the top Inhib and take it. Well, the rest of his team is struggling a little bit, but they're not losing anything essential.
Ricky is doing what I sometimes do.
You just split push?
Yeah.
It works.
Distraction, you know?
Yeah, especially in a situation like this where there's a lot of pressure going in mid and you don't seem to be making any advance. Splitting the attention like that with the Baron buff advantage that one single player can have is a huge difference.
It's very useful.
Conestoga right now still up a 10K, over 10K gold lead. It's only a matter of time until they get a good final push going. But they're still playing careful. Anything can happen, right? One bad move, one good ability use coming from Bradley University can change the tide of the game just like that, especially with the shutdowns we're seeing on screen right now on Conestoga's characters.
Bradley is, I feel, is playing more defensively.
Yes.
We are very offensive in our movements.
I believe this is the Dragon Soul coming up here. This will be the fourth one. The Ocean Drake Soul is huge. A lot of good health and mana regen. Bradley's going to push their way in. They want to fight for it. This is going to see a fight happening soon. Lopazinski does get the nice Crystal Arrow stun off on James Bond, preventing any smite possibility. Crummy gets pulled back in. Bob's in there. Does get the challenge off. Is able to clear out, not take damage from outside. He's going to fall victim to Bradley University here, but he's buying time for his team to escape, especially after that Dragon Soul acquired for Conestoga. A really good stun, I want to say, from Opsinski there. But it's not over yet. The Flash Apprehend comes in from Linus Tech Tips. He does get the Noxian Guillotine off, having the advantage over it, but he loses the reset off by hitting it onto Lazaro. Conestoga right now at low health. Underneath their tower. Want to play a bit more careful here. Might just want to give this mid tower and reset.
I think so.
Actually, no, they have the Ocean Soul, so that's a lot of healing they have available right now.
Oh, wow. So we just saw them go from 0 to everything.
Ocean Soul is anytime you deal damage to any enemy, you gain a large amount of HP and mana regen.
Okay.
And then it goes on, I want to say about a 5-second cooldown, and then you could do it again.
Okay.
So the sustain that Conestoga can have now is huge in both team fights, after team fights. Just trying to split lanes, taking some poke. They just auto a minion, and they get a bunch of health back. And mana.
That's good. That's good. We like that.
Oh, yeah. Still maintaining that nice 10K gold lead right now. Conestoga's going to get ready. 30 seconds until Baron comes up. They're going to force a fight here. Oh, the Enchanted Crystal comes in. Just barely misses the Seraphine down on top side.
Oh, that's one of the Rift creatures.
Yeah. That's the Void version of the blue buff there. So once you kill it, your whole team gets blue buff.
That's pretty good.
And right now you can see Conestoga has all blue and all red buff as well.
That's really good for us.
Well, but since he's going to go for a recall here, spend some of his money. Wonder what item he just acquired there. Might be Mercurial Scimitar, because he was building towards that to prevent any Mordekaiser ult from hitting him.
Yeah.
Going to see a good engage. Oh, Bobe's going to have to flash out there. The Ghost comes out from James Bond Meow. Does get the Death Realm off on him, but Bobe might be able to stand his ground in here no matter what. He's getting the regen off. He's fighting. The rest of his team's just waiting for this 1v1 to finish on the outside. Both sides. Bobe's going to be stuck in a bad spot. Jungler getting eliminated opens up a lot of potential for an easy Baron steal. But they can't do much with it because Lazaro is putting pressure on bot. A nice play from him, giving Conestoga a bit more breathing room after Bobe was eliminated. A good Crystal Arrow comes to Lobczynski. The follow-up Glacier from Karami, giving Conestoga a good, easy pick.
Gotta get that Mordekaiser down.
Oh, Ricky gets pulled in by Death's Grasp. Gonna have to disengage. Lazaro's in there. Goes with the Ragnarok's gonna come off close, take this tower. Conestoga is up in numbers right now. They're pushing in, they're getting strong, but they still have to look out for those players left alive. If you give the space and the ability to fight back, 2 Linus tech tips here on the Darius. He misses the apprehend, however. Can't get a good engage off. Conestoga right now is a good advantage. They're just gonna keep pushing this minion wave in.
Yep.
Or no, they're gonna back out and go for Baron instead.
Smart.
Interesting, because those respawns are close. We're gonna see in about 10 seconds the jungler for Bradley University. He's gonna come back up. He's gonna be available to possibly get in there in time, maybe steal it. It depends all on how quickly Bradley can respond to this objective being taken by Conestoga. If the Condors can take this, which they just did, this is a beautiful opportunity for a game-ending push.
Yep. With the Baron buff, and we have the Dragon Soul.
Oh, yeah. And over a 10k gold lead as well.
Yep.
Looking real nice, especially
Here we
Lobczynski's up a good amount of items right now. A lot of damage coming out from him. Ricky as well, scaling good. With the Rabadons in hand, along with that Shadow Flame, he's dealing the DPS.
I'd like to see it.
Yeah, Conestoga's looking real good for this possible Game 2 victory in Series End. It just all going to come down to this final team fight we're going to see soon because the Baron buff is in their hands.
Push, push.
Oh, Bobe does get caught out, though. The Death Realm's put on him. He's going to have to fight back once again against James Bond. Wait for the rest of his team to follow up. Lobczynski does miss the Crystal Arrow. Bobe comes out of the Death Realm, but surrounded by the enemy team. There's no response. Lobczynski gets connected by the Mom, gets hit by the Seraphine ult, falls victim as well. Ricky's getting chased by tech tips down in the bottom lane.
Lazaro is going after everything down there.
Karami's just going to buy time for Lazaro to get in there, but the minion wave is pushed up behind him. Conestoga with the advantage. The Baron out are just falling victim to being scattered around the map and forced into unfortunate situations. Karami getting chased down right now. Gonna get executed.
It's okay. That's their first tower of the game.
It is, but the momentum that Bradley's going to be able to catch on to right now is extreme, especially how down in both kills and power they are.
Yeah.
And with Conestoga also getting eliminated there, once you get killed with Baron buff, you don't got it anymore. You don't respawn with that.
No. Ooh.
We just see Lazaro has the Baron buff along with Ricky. You're going to hold on to it for a little bit longer so Conestoga can still get a powerful push formulated here. Also, the inhibitor pressure they have top is huge.
Oh, yeah. I just want to see...
Oh, we're going to see Elder Dragon come up here.
Oh.
This is going to set the pace of how this game's going to end, which team can take this. And Lazaro right now instead is going to go for the split push top, get some pressure there. If he runs into Joey, he's going to have to deny any TP capability as he can teleport in. He gets the flash out. He's running after him up top. Conestoga might be fighting the background. But the pressure Lazaro is applying right now, especially after he gets this kill, is going to open up a lot of possibility. The rest of the team over here just wants to buy time. They did just get a nice good kill on the Janna as well. It seems that Bradley's trying to rush out this Elder Dragon, but they won't be able to cut it because Conestoga has the numbers. They have the advantage. Minus tech tips in there. Does get the... Ooh, gets the Noxian 18 off. Kills Lobczynski, but the rest of his team
If they can steal this dragon,
dead.
it'll be so good.
drag it or not, if you look at Bradley's base right now, who's in there? Who's in the base?
Oh,
Lazaro is just ending the game.
that's amazing.
Like I said, he got the split push off. He was able to chase down Joey.
Oh, Neon Diamond's coming in.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Lazaro's got
we
it
won anyways.
on lock.
We got it. We got it. We got it.
There you have it. Conestoga with a dominating performance against Bradley.
We crushed him.
Yeah.
We crushed it.
And both games as well. I didn't quite see how the first game ended. But
first
from the
game-
little bits I saw, it was a big win.
We did
Nice,
very well.
Good win. There you have it. Both teams tonight getting good W's.
Oh, yeah. We like to see it. Have you thought a little bit about my questions?
Oh, what item I would buy?
Yeah.
Probably Warmogs would be a good one. Because that one out of combat, you just kind of like regen your health. So like if
Yeah.
I like get sick or something, I can just, not fight someone
Yeah.
for a few seconds and it'll help heal me. That'd be a good one.
Yeah. I think Uno came from Piltover.
Oh, and then there's the Uno question as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably have Uno.
Yeah.
They probably have Uno. Give them that. But we're going to see right now, that's the end of it. We got the few matches done over. Conestoga taking dubs. Both sides, both titles.
We are winning. We're winners.
I was talking to Leaf about it earlier as well. With the win con for the League of Legends games we just saw, was Lopasinski getting those kills, getting those nice early leads, and that's just what you saw in both games.
Yeah.
Giving him that advantage in that ADC role is huge for taking these wins, and that's exactly what they went through tonight, and it went perfectly for them. Along with the support he got from Karami, from Ricky, both getting damage out, Karami making space, allowed a nice, good 2-0 for Conestoga Condors.
We dominated that game. We didn't even need to go into a third game. We did so well.
No, we don't even need to see it. Don't even need to see it.
We did so well tonight.
No third, fourth, no nothing. No nothing at all. I was going to ask you back. What item would you buy?
What item would I buy?
What item would you buy? What item do you think would be useful to you in real life?
What if I said Bloodthirster?
That's a violent one. That's a really violent one. What are you gaining from Bloodthirster? Other than, wow.
It has the Omnivamp.
You have heinous plans. You have really heinous plans.
It has the Omnivamp, right?
It does, but that means you have to hurt other people to heal you.
But that just means I'm a vampire then.
I guess you could be
Real life vampire.
You could be a vampire. Anyways, we have another little treat in. We got an interview coming up for you guys right now, so I'm going to throw it over to them in the hub.
And we're sitting here with the wonderful, victorious League of Legends squad here for Conestoga College, and I have Lazaro hanging out with me. Congratulations on the dub.
Thank you very much, sir.
We were just talking right before this. I want to ask about your dub in a second, but I am very curious. You and I both played hockey, and we both were just discussing that we've had various concussions before. Is this why you play League of Legends?
It actually is. It actually is. You know?
Okay, well, it was a meme, but I guess, okay.
No, it's from playing a very competitive sport, right? And then you can't play with that competition. It's like a competitive itch, right?
Right.
Playing League of Legends, it really scratches that itch.
Hey, well, that's awesome, and you got the dub today. So let's talk about this. For you guys, did you know this was pretty locked in? I mean, there was some back and forths in that first game of this best of three, but it did still feel like you guys had most of the control. I mean, you were up towers in that first round as well. Even if the kills were close, did you guys know you had it locked down? Was it kind of smooth sailing, or did you have to focus?
I think we were really focused.
Yeah.
You know, we were definitely stronger there, but there was absolutely ways we could have lost that game.
Right.
You know, I think one wrong misstep from someone, and it really could have been over for us.
Right. Yeah. No. I guess that could happen. You could just stop playing and then lose too. So yeah, I guess you got to stay locked in.
True.
You got to stay locked in on the whole thing. Talk to me about your teammates too. I mean, specifically, I've heard, because I haven't seen a lot of games from before from Lopaczynski, but I've seen him have to change roles quite often. He ends up moving around. He was ADC today. Does he feel like that's like a locked in position, and why do we see a lot of that shifting around?
Yeah. So I think Lopaczynski, Matt, I think in previous years on this team, he played on a couple different roles. Right. So far this year, he's only played ADC. I think he's locked in ADC. I think that's his most comfortable position. Okay. I mean, He's a pretty good ADC
It
down
seems
there,
so.
man. He's pretty good, so I think it's good to keep him down there.
Hey, no, I like it. I was just curious if we'd see that locked in, so that's good to know going forward. And it's good probably for the squad because now you guys can stay locked in and you know the game plans going forward. For yourself, for Top, you feel like that's a locked in spot for you? Do you want to play any other roles?
I do not want to go anywhere.
You're like,
else,
no?
man. I like that lane.
Hey, fair enough. For you guys, just one more question for the season overall then. How are you guys feeling so far, looking at the rest of the competition as well? Do you guys feel like you're in a good position? Do you feel like it's going to be cruising for whoever you have to play next? Or do you feel like there's still a lot for the team to learn and we'll really have to lock in throughout the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I think there's a lot for us to learn still.
Cool.
But I think the team is really solid. We're undefeated right now for our Wednesday.
And that's why I'm asking. Do you feel like it's going to be cruising? Or?
I hope we're cruising.
Right.
I mean, there's always things to improve on, right? We can always get better. But, yeah, I think we've been playing really good League of Legends, and I think if we continue, we're going to be in a great spot.
Hey, that's that competitive itch, though. Part of competitiveness is that constant learning. So it's good to know that you guys think there's a lot more to learn, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, well, congratulations on the dub today, Lazaro, and hope those dubs keep coming.
Thank you very much.
Let's get back to the casters. They end the day off.
Well, there you have it, guys. A little, interview from the game winner. As we saw there, he snuck his way in, and he took that Nexus, that inhib, and got Condors
right
the series
beneath their
win.
noses, right under their radars.
It was perfect. Especially the fact that he was denying that teleport capability from the Seraphine. Even if they did get that teleport off, though, I think he still would have made his way in and even easier taking the base.
Oh, yeah.
So you like to see it, especially the communication coming out from these players, that they trust each other to be split around the map like that is perfect for games going on.
Oh, yeah.
And speaking of games going on in the future, let's take a quick look at the schedule now, shall we? Here we have it.
Perfect.
So we got some CS2 action once again on Friday. See how they go against Conestoga State. And then we got more going on next week. If some of you may know that it is going to be a bit of a reading week next week, a bit of a break week.
Yes.
Student Success Week, as we call it here.
I'm going back to my hometown.
Oh, nice. There you go. I'm still here. I'm still here this whole time. Ooh. I love it. I love it here. What do you mean?
So no, there's stuff to do here. There's stuff to do here.
Yeah, we got more games coming out. We got on Monday Rocket League and Valorant, Wednesday Valorant, and I believe we'll still have CS2. Or no, not Wednesday Valorant, Tuesday Valorant. Monday, Tuesday Valorant, Rocket League as well on Monday. We'll have both games going on Monday, and then it'll most likely be, we'll take a look at the further schedule next week. Yeah. I don't want to get too far. I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's all we got for tonight.
Yes,
that's all we got going on for you guys.
We did really well tonight. We did really well in Call of Duty. We did really well in League. And I like to see us winning, as you know.
That's what we do here. That's what we do here.
It is what we do.
That's the norm. But anyways, everyone, I'm O'Hack. This is Twilight Wing. We'll see you guys on Friday for some CS2 action.